boys. Good morning. Good morning, Armson Farms. Top of the morning to you. I am Noah. This is Armson Farms, the Footlong Farmer YouTube channel. I'll be honest, I had my monster early today. We are caffeinated early. Super early. Don't want to get backed into by this truck that didn't see me. Okay, yeah. We're caffeinated. We're fired up. We're having a good day so far. We've got 6 heifer calves on the ground. It has been a busy morning. I am headed up to bed, the maternity pen. I have to go to Stafford to get a load of stone dust for the calf fudge pens. Then, my friends, then we are going to spread some political promises, aka liquid manure. At least that's the plan. We got clear, semi-frozen ground, not rock solid, not muddy though, no snow on it, and looks like we've got a few days snowy weather ahead, so be a good time to get a little bit of that manure spread, make a little extra room in our upper lagoon here. That's the plan. That's the tentative plan. Follow along, hit the like and subscribe. Very, very important to hit the like and subscribe, of course. We'll see what we get into. We are going to be running the Eagle. The new rig still needs to be inspected and registered. It is getting registered today, inspected this week. So, I thought about unhooking the Eagle and putting it on the new tank, but that seems like a lot of work for one day of spreading, so yeah. We're gonna get these girls off this pack and get bedding. Boop, boop. Check. Check. 1, 2, check. Alrighty. Well, those guys who watched my last video, remember this truck was deader than dead. Had it on the jumper, not the jumper, the charge box all day yesterday. Jack said it fired right up this morning, so we are in business. Stafford bound here. I just had to pull over quick. I just pulled out of the farm, but it's probably 2-3 years ago I went up to Stafford with one of these trucks to get a load of stone or something, and it's about 20-25 minutes up there. So drove 20 minutes up there, got scaled in, drove all the way down into the bottom of the pit just for them to tell me I had a load of straw in the back of the truck. Oh hell, sometimes we go and get straw, and sometimes we'll get an extra load that won't fit in the barn, so they'll just leave it on the truck and dump it off a few days later after we've used the load. And I didn't realize there was a load on there, and it's not like it weighs the truck down much at all. 14 bales of straw is not exactly a load for these trucks, but had to drive all the way home, dump the load off, drive all the way back, get re-weighed in, and go from there. So yeah, I just had to pull over and make sure we were good to go. Probably should have cleaned this window off a little bit. This truck's been sitting since corn, so the window's pretty filthy, but yeah, it'll be fine. We can see. Yeah, I guess that's one way to train horses when it's cold outside. Welcome behind the pickup truck, so be it. We're about, I don't know, 10 minutes from Batavia Downs, where they do horse races, so you'll see a handful of those horse farms around here that train race horses. I'm assuming that's what they were doing. I honestly could literally not care less about anything horse related, but I just thought it was funny. Hook them behind the Chev, go for it. Alright, we are weighed in. I believe we're following that 980M right there. He's headed to the pile I'm headed to, so I'm assuming he'll be the guy to load me up. Whew. Brisk out, it's 28. It's going to definitely be getting a lot colder, but with the breeze, it feels pretty chilly. Yeah, that's the pile of stone dust we're looking for right there. 980K, not M, K. truck here. Winters are obviously slower for obvious reasons, but usually you see at least a truck or two. Ah, loader's running up there. Maybe somebody's getting loaded up top. I believe that's the blacktop plant, which is not running this time of year. Oh, it's just another Heidelberg truck, so they're jockeying from one plant to another. All right, eastbound and down. Wow. Just stopped to get some breakfast here on the way home. And yeah, had $100+ flashlight chilling on the battery box there the whole way up. That was close. Lucked out this time, I guess. Dump her off and be on our way. All right, just put my flashlight back in the shop there. When I walked out, I got a good whiff of manure. So I'm hoping Tyler might have started up the equipment and is agitating that upper lagoon. Speak of the devil. What a guy. He did get it going for me. He said everything started and warming up and the agitator is running. So we're gonna go grab the Eagle. Get right after it here today. Probably back the old Super Dodge up to the new tank. Make it look like a big deal. Like I said, I did think about swapping, but it's already 9:45. I'm not gonna kill any more time. Huh. Point out another issue I just saw over there. I don't know if you guys can see that measuring stick that's needed for the DEC. Looks like the ice thawed and the sand is settling towards the hole and it took it with it. Son of a gun. Have to make sure we get that at least chained up so it doesn't flow down into that pit. This afternoon, probably. All right, we'll just make sure nothing's frozen here. Whew. Close that. Pump works. Putting them to bed, it is crucial. Ready to rock, just gotta shut that drain plug. All right, so usually when I'm loading out of here, I will pull over here and loop around. Hopefully it's all firm enough. I should be able to do that here today. It's actually supposed to cool off throughout the day too, so we should not run into issues of being sloppy or, you know, things getting sloppier throughout the day. Yeah, jeepers, she's firm. Pretty rough, honestly. That'll work out all right. Let's see if I got this standpipe set right. Looks like it's going to be a little high. Ah! Hit the hole first time, every time. Yeehaw! Alright, the ground is actually rock solid. The tires leave little divots, that's about it. Should be all done load just like this. Nothing else back into the field to spin around. All right, back for load number 2. I do have a remote. I could take it in the truck with me, and I might by the end of the day, but that truck seat kind of sucks. And in this tractor, it is nice and warm, so it's kind of nice. Get in the tractor for a couple minutes each load. Get nice and warm. We've had that heat apart in that truck 3 years in a row now, and something always gets set up or stuck, or the doors get stuck, or a blower motor goes bad. So it takes quite a while to warm up. So. Yeah, we'll just start sucking her out here. Got my gun pointed towards the wall, and we're just gonna kind of stay over in this corner here these end two doors there are dry cow. That's the dry cow pen. So this end is always thicker. So we'll try to kind of get it stirred up a little bit. But I don't anticipate on dropping it a ton today. A foot probably, if we have a decent day. So either way. Whew. Yeah, windmill over there is turning, but it's not humming. We've had that windmill the neighbor owns, and I've seen that thing. You can hear it like a helicopter from right here the last few days with the wind screaming. It's the slowest I've seen it going in a while, so that's good. All right, well, it's about 2 o'clock now. You can see it's starting to get not muddy by any sense of the word, but the sun's out. Oh, get up here. The sun's out now, so the tops of the driveways in the fields, it's just enough where it gets a little slick. You know, trying to turn around, tracking just a little bit of mud onto the road. Not much, but just a hair. If there was a better place to unload and turn around, I might try unloading on the road, backing in the driveway. But I'm still going to have all my wheels in the field to get swung around there. So I don't think it's going to make much of a difference as far as keeping the mud off the road. And like I said, it's nothing. We're not putting anybody in danger or anything like that. But just sticking a little bit. We'll see what happens here over the next few hours. But the sun is shining. It does feel nice. Even though it's cold inside that truck, it is helping warm things up. Yeah, we're down, 8 inches or so here, so just kind of picking away, stirring as we go. I'll be honest with you, it is a peaceful day. Every now and then you need a day of trucking or tractor driving, especially in the middle of winter. Get you out of your regular routine of chores and shop work and stuff like that. There's something to be said for running a piece of equipment for a day and just kind of letting your mind wander a little bit. I don't know. Maybe that's just my experience. But I'm having a good day. That's all I'm saying. All right. It is 4 o'clock. Was just pulling up to the barn there to get loaded. Tyler called and said he got stuck. He's like, the tank just sunk. So, this might be the first time we've gotten stuck with a tractor and spreader in a long time. I know it's the first time we've gotten stuck with the NUHN. So it's been over 3 years. Yeah, I'm assuming just something to do with, you know, the frost and wet ground underneath frozen ground. Not really sure. Not a great way to get that unloaded. Hopefully it'll just pull out. We're gonna see if the 9560 wants to fire. If it does, we'll take her for a little spin. We'll assess the situation. First time this tractor's been started since corn. I'm kind of curious. Yeehaw. Better move that man lift out of my way. A perfect day. That's rare. I said earlier, it was just a smooth sailing. Tyler and I have been talking all day. It's just been a great day. 4 o'clock. 45 minutes of daylight left. It's the frickin' you get for the frickin' you got. Action. We did get stuck that one time with the NUHN spreader on that driveway down to Dave's. There should be video of that somewhere on here. Although that wasn't really like stuck in the mud so much as it was just spinning out too much weight behind me with no way to go forward. but we ended up getting it out without having to pull it. So is that really stuck? I don't really know if that's really stuck, but just didn't want to get called out on that. We did technically get stuck. We just got unstuck without assistance. Yeah. I'll be honest, that does not look good. That's sunk in pretty good. I don't know about that. Holy schmolies. Oh, not good. Well, what happened here is it looks like Grandpa fixed a tile or put a tile in. You can see that trench right there. So the whole side of the spreader sunk 3.5 freaking feet into a tile hole is what happened here, and I don't think we're gonna pull her out forward. My thought was maybe if I came in from over there with the blade frame and tried to lift up on that corner in reverse, maybe we might end up having to unload a fair amount of this right here, because I don't think this is gonna pull out of here. All right, that's what we're gonna try doing. Tyler's having himself a good time. That's what we're gonna try doing, is hooking it there. I'm gonna pull him at an angle that way. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna go snap a picture for a thumbnail right quick.
You want me to be in it? Are you give a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Situation looking?
Weren't we talking about having a good day and then?
Talking about having a good day, a good week.
Yeah, fuck.
Good stuff going.
Hands are turning purple. All right, well, I couldn't film because I was on the phone with Tyler, because I really didn't want him to back into this radiator, but she came out. We're not out of the clear yet, but she's out of the hole. Let's go investigate this hole. First, we're gonna make sure he gets where he's gotta go. Wow, it's cold out there. My hands are not doing well. Holy mackerel. I can't believe it came out of there, but we lifted up that far side. It actually picked the rear end of the tractor right up in the air. And backwards we went, and she came out of there. Oh, stop. I know my foot's on the clutch. Let's just get out and check this out. My goodness. Boots are shot. Fell through the mud, then I fell through the ice with my right foot. Holy macaroni. Video doesn't do that justice. That's probably titty high there. Whew. All right, that went better than I expected, I'll be honest. Yeah, note to self. If you put in a tile line in the fall, don't drive in it with 9,000 gallons of sand manure behind you. You will get stuck. It will not freeze up. Tyler was unaware there was even a tile there. I sort of remember Grandpa saying something, or maybe Donnie. I think Donnie Wallace actually told me Grandpa fixed the tile there. It's only 60-foot stretch, but they're spreading heifer manure there, and it kind of covered it up. You could see a little ridge, but nothing major. And yeah, it's hands are still ice cold. What a way to end the day, you know? Give you guys a little bit of excitement. I often think when I'm hauling manure, there's just not a lot to talk about with you guys. But when you plant a 9,000 gallon spreader, clear up over the axles. It's definitely what I would consider excitement things. Well done, girl. Well done. Too bad the old 88's trapped. I'd have taken that old girl. Although, probably wouldn't. I think really the only reason it worked is because that blade had enough lift to kind of help tilt that spreader. And then we walked her right out. All right, to finish the night off here, I just drained the agitation boom. Gonna pop this hose here off and drain it. Unfortunately, it's just gonna be dumped out here because it is what it is, but pop her off, get her drained. At least I got my gloves now. That was close. So in theory, I got poop right on my forehead. In theory, that should be all right. It won't freeze. In theory, I think it'll be fine. I do got to figure out a better way to drain that because it literally just drained right behind the tractor there. Yeah. Usually it kind of suctions back out there if the lagoon's lower, but with the lagoon right full, it didn't do that, but oh well. 20-30 gallons of manure there. Have to clean up later. It'll be frozen by tomorrow, so it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was a peaceful day till 4 o'clock, and all in all, didn't end terribly. We got stuck, but we got it out, so we'll see you guys in the next one. Rock on. All right, not a lot of energy there. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next one. Rock on.